Sid Vicious, known for his imposing physical presence and psycho persona in the ring, had a surprisingly softer side when it came to his love for softball. While wrestling is a brutal and physically demanding sport, Sid found a different kind of joy and relaxation in the game of softball. Here's a closer look at Sid Vicious' love of softball and how it became a notable aspect of his life outside of the ring. 1. Sid's competitive nature extended beyond wrestling. Sid Vicious was known for his intensity in the ring, but that same competitive spirit extended into his personal life. He found an outlet for his competitive drive through softball, where he could play with a different set of rules, but still unleash his passion for sports. Despite his intimidating persona as a wrestler, Sid enjoyed the camaraderie and teamwork that came with playing softball. Sid wasn't just a casual player, he was serious about the sport. He often participated in local softball leagues, enjoying the opportunity to compete at a different level outside the world of professional wrestling. His athleticism, shaped by years of wrestling training, made him a formidable presence on the softball field, just as he was in the squared circle. 2. Softball as a way to unwind. Wrestling can be incredibly taxing on both the body and mind, and for Sid, softball provided a way to unwind and disconnect from the stress of the wrestling world. Playing softball allowed him to relax and focus on something completely different from the world of wrestling, giving him a mental break and a chance to enjoy a more laid-back activity with friends and fellow players. While many wrestlers used different hobbies or activities to cope with the pressures of their demanding careers, Sid's love for softball became one of his personal escapes. It wasn't just about competition, it was about having fun and being part of a community outside of his wrestling persona. 3. Sid's impact on his softball teams. Known for his larger-than-life personality, Sid often brought that energy to his softball games. Whether it was through enthusiastic team support or his boisterous antics on the field, he quickly became a standout figure in the local softball leagues he participated in. His reputation as a professional wrestler added an element of excitement and intrigue for those around him, making his games a spectacle to watch. Sid's physical stature and athletic ability made him an asset to his softball teams, and his leadership on the field often translated into success for his teammates. Despite the differences between wrestling and softball, Sid's strong work ethic and team-first attitude made him a respected player. 4. Sid's social connections through softball. Softball also served as a social outlet for Sid, allowing him to interact with people who might not be familiar with his wrestling career. Through the sport, Sid formed lasting friendships and bonds with teammates and other local players who admired him not just for his wrestling persona, but for his genuine love of the game. Sid was often described as someone who was down to earth when off the wrestling stage, and his participation in softball allowed others to see this side of him. He was able to build connections with fans, friends, and fellow athletes, all while enjoying a hobby that wasn't directly related to his wrestling fame. 5. The surprising connection to his wrestling career. Though seemingly unrelated, Sid Vicious' love of softball shared some parallels with his wrestling career. In both arenas, teamwork, coordination, and strategy were key. Sid's commitment to success, both in the ring and on the field, showed his versatility as an athlete and his ability to excel in different environments. Softball also gave him a platform to display a more playful, approachable side, in contrast to his intense wrestling persona. Additionally, many wrestlers, including Sid, participated in celebrity softball games and charity events, which helped to bridge the gap between the wrestling world and other entertainment circles. This allowed fans to see their favorite wrestlers in a different light and provided a sense of community involvement through sports. Conclusion. Sid Vicious' love for softball adds an interesting layer to his persona, revealing a side of the WWE legend that was more laid back and down-to-earth compared to his psycho character in the ring. Whether it was for fun, relaxation, or simply a different kind of competition, Softball offered Sid a valuable escape from the intense world of professional wrestling. His participation in the sport helped foster social connections and showcased his versatility as an athlete, both in wrestling and in the games he loved to play.